So, natapos na tayo dun sa pag-create ng table and conversion to LP model. So, dudugtungan na natin siya. No? Dudugtungan na natin siya. Yung karugtong niya, yung third step, graphical method na yan. Graphical method. Fourth step is the compute the determination of the objective function and the vertices. And the fifth step is the decision. Yun. So we go to the third, fourth, fifth step of linear programming. Solving linear programming maximization problem. So naalala nyo ba to? Yung table 3.1, yung Windoor Glass Company. Yung Windoor Glass Company, kung papanoorin yung YouTube channel ko, nandun yun. At saka alam ko, nabigay ko ng example ito sa normal natin, lecture na class. So ito in table form, first step. Yung second step natin, di ba gawin natin, is LP model. No, LP model. Yung LP model nito is max p is equals to yung 3,000 class, i-convert niyo siya ng in 3. So gawin niyo siyang 3, ibig sabihin para in thousands. 3. So ang gawin natin class kasi ito ay example sa ating ebook. Let x sub 1 be the x or yung product 1. No? Gayahin lang natin yung ating nasa ebook para And then yung x sub 2 is the y or the product 2. Yan yung natin, let natin, no? Ibig sabihin 3, this is x sub 1, this is x sub 2, no? So we have 3x sub 1 plus 5x sub 2. Yan. Just erase this one a bit. And then, subject to 3 constraints. So, tatlo yung kanyang constraints. Subject to, di ba, yung plant 1, yung first row, is x sub 1, walang x sub 2, less than or equal. No, yung sign niya dito is less than or equal 4. Based dun sa, yung sign niya based dun sa, scenario ng problem. And then, yung second constraint, wala siyang x sub 1. We have 2, x sub 2. Tapos, less than or equal siya dun sa problem. So, less than or equal 12. Yung third constraint, yung plant 3, we have both merong value 3x sub 1 plus 2x sub 2. And then, ang din niya, ang kanyang sign is less than or equal based do sa problem, sa ebook. Kaya naging less than or equal 18. Okay, we have 3 constraints. And subject to the 3 variables, x sub 1, x sub 2, and x sub 3 are all should be greater than 0. Or product 1, sorry. So, lang pala, class? I am stand corrected. Dapat dalawa lang kasi yun lang ang product natin. 2 lang. Those x sub 1, x sub 2 should be both greater than or equal to 0. Meaning, we have no negative values dapat. Pag sinolve natin yung x sub 1 and x sub 2. Okay? So, that's it. So, ito yung ginawa na natin. Itong unang dalawang step, ginawa na natin yan. Ngayon, yung gagawin nating third step, di ba yung third step natin, graphical method. Alam ko, ginawa na natin yan eh. No? We already, yung diniscuss natin, yung pinakauna, nag-practice pa tayo. So, graphical method. So, we draw graph. Sabi niya dito, so ilalagay ko na lang yung mga numbers na para magdali na tayo. 3, 4, 5, and 6. We have 7, 8, and 9. Wait lang, no? May pumapasok tayo. Ayan. Wait lang na. Okay ba tayo dyan, mga ano ko, students ko? Baka may naantok pa ha. So, gising-gising na tayo dyan. Okay, so let's continue. So, yan. Yung Y. And then, sa X daw, meron daw tayo ditong 3 units. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we have 6 units pala. 4, 5, and 6. So, this is 1, 2, 3. This is 4. And this is 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is 9. No? Class, this is X sub 1. This is X sub 2. Okay? Okay. Ang gagawin natin, i-graph na natin siya. Diba? Gagawin natin, i-graph. It is be equation 1, equation 2. Ang ginagraph natin, class, yung ano ha, ang ginagraph natin are the constraints ha. Pakipatay yung ating, ano, class. May nakabukas ang, ako na lang, kung ayaw. Yan. So, may nakabukas ang mic eh. Okay, so, this is X sub 1. Yung constraint 1, this is, ano natin, yung first equation, second equation, and the third equation. So, yung, kung i-graph natin yung first equation, X sub 1 is equals, o is less than or equals to 4. Diba, pag in-graph natin siya, i-convert natin siya in equal sign, diba? O, X equals to 4. Saan yung X is equals to 4? Dito, no? And then, solid line. Diba, solid line. Solid line. And then, di ba less than or equal? So, dapat ang shading natin to the left. No? We shade to the left. So, ibahin natin ang kulay. Shade tayo ng to the left. Yan, to the left. Ginawa na natin to, class eh. Kaya huwag kayong mag-alala. Alam niyo na to. Okay, to the left. And then, number 2, equation, or equation 2. Di ba, 2x2 is less than or equal to 12. So, gagawin natin siyang equal sign. And then, di ba, x sub 2, 2 to the other side is 12 divided by 2, or 6. Okay, or 6. So, yung ano natin, yung 6 andito. So, x sub 2 is y. Di ba? X sub 2 is y. So, yung line natin should be nandito siya. Solid line. No? And then, yung shading natin, gawin natin green. The less than or equal downwards. Di ba? Downwards siya. Downwards. Downwards. Okay? Tapos yung third equation, ating third equation, dito natin lagay. We have 3x sub 1, x sub 2 is equals to 18. Gawin natin siyang equal sign. So mag-ano tayo ulit, no? If x sub 1 is equal to 0, what is x sub 2? X sub 2 is 9. No? If x sub 2 naman is 0, what is x sub 1? X sub 1 is 6. Okay, so i-graph natin siya. So we have 9 dito. X sub 2 is 9 daw. And x sub 1 is 6. So meron tayo dito ganyang line. Yung third equation natin yan. Na? Yan. Tapos, gawin natin siyang yellow. So yung shading niya, less than or equal. So below the line. Below the line. Okay. And then subject to x sub 1, x sub 2 should be greater than 0. Ibig sabihin, wala na tayo ditong pakialam dito at saka dito. No? Wala na tayo sa second, third, fourth quadrant. Ibig sabihin, nasa first quadrant tayo. And then, makikita nyo, di ba, class, sabi nga natin, yung ating feasible region is the region where the lies the common shaded area for the equation. So, ito yun, class. Kasama yung 0, 0. Ito. No, class? Ito. Yan. So, yung shape na yan, yung polygon na yan, no, class? Yan. Yan yun. Okay, that is the third step. So, ngayon, ang gagawin natin, we find the vertices. Di ba? Alam niyo na yan eh. Punta tayo sa kabilang page. So, ganito yung fourth step, class, ha? So, yung kanina, third step, nag-graph tayo. Ito yung fourth step. Ang fourth step. Yung fourth step, ang isusulat nyo dyan, vertices, and dito naman ay yung profit. Di ba yung profit natin is maximization? Yan. So, ibig sabihin, dito nakalagay yung x sub 1, x sub 2, or the coordinates. Dito ang nakalagay is yung p is equals to yung objective function natin, no? 3x sub 1 plus 5x sub 2. Okay. So, ano-ano ba yung mga vertices na yon? No, yung unang vertex, pwede natin simulan dito. We have 0, 0. Lagay nyo 0, 0. Okay. Tapos, meron tayong dito, no? This is 4 and 0. Diba? 4 and 0 yun doon sa kanto. So, lagay natin 4 and 0. And then, diba sa taas ito, sa x sub 2, meron tayong 0 and 6. Diba? We have 0 and 6. Lagay natin dito 0 and 6. And then lastly, may dalawa pa pala tayo, class, sorry. Meron tayo ditong kung hindi malinaw yung linya natin, hindi pa natin alam yan. Saka ito. No? Itong dalawang point na to. Eh kung hindi tayo gumamit ng graphing paper, mahirap siyang determine. Pero kung aalamin natin, diba, class? Itong line na to, dito muna tayo, no, class? Dito kasi, ang nag-intersect na line is ito, at saka ito, diba? Itong line na nakapaslant, at saka ito, na nagkaroon ng intersection. So, ano-ano yung mga line na yun para ma-determine natin itong coordinate na to? So, we have itong nakaslant is 3x sub 1, no? Hindi natin alam to, no? So, solve natin yung una. So, what is this line? What is this coordinate? Kung di tayo sure. So, we will solve. Pero kung alam naman natin, class, wag nyo nang isolve, no, class? Okay lang yun. So, yung dalawang line is yung isa, 3x sub 1 plus 2x sub 2 is equals to 18. Itong nakapaslant. And then, ito naman, ano to? Anong equation to? Yung 2x2 is equals to 12. No? 2x2 is equals to 12. So, yung first equation pala, at saka yung third equation at saka yung second equation. So, ngayon, itong 2x2 is equals to 2, we can convert this to, para makuha natin yung x sub 2, 12 divided by 2 is 6. Therefore, x sub 2 is 6. Tapos yung x sub 2 is equals to 6, i-substitute natin sa equation 3. Diba? 3 x sub 1 plus 2 times 6 is equals to 18. Yan, 3x sub 1 is equals to, yung 12, i-transfer na natin sa kaliwa. 18 minus 12, diba? 18 minus 12. 3x sub 1 is 6 divided 6, diba? And then, therefore, x sub 1 is 6 divided by 3, 2. Therefore, itong ating, yung isang vertex, 2 and 6. We have 2 and 6. So, this is 2 and 6. Okay? Ito yung 2 and 6. 2 and 6. Okay? Naintindihan? Ngayon, meron pa tayong isa. Ito, oh. Yung isa. So, paano makukuha yan? Na kung hindi tayo gumamit ng graphing paper, mahirap katulad nito, hindi siya tapat. Para malaman yan, ganoon din ang gagawin natin. Ano ba yung dalawang line na nag-intersect? Yung equation 1, yung equation 1 na line at saka equation 3 na line. So, ganoon din ang gagawin natin, ha? So, hindi natin alam ito. Saka ito. So, isolve din natin yan. What is the value of x sub 1 and x sub 2? So, ang nag-intersect daw yung 3x sub 1 to x sub 2 is equals to 18 na line. At saka yung isa, yung first equation, yung x sub 1 is equals to 4. X sub 1 is equals to 4. So, madali lang makuha x sub 1 kasi nandito na siya. X sub 1 is equals to 4. Ang gagawin natin is substitute na lang natin siya dun sa third equation. So, 3 times 4 plus 2x sub 2 is equals to 18. Magiging 2x2, 18 minus 12, diba? To the other side. And then, x sub 2 is 6 divided by 2. Therefore, x sub 2 is 3. Bali, ang kanyang coordinates is 4 and 3. 3, yun, tama. 4 and 3. So, this becomes anyway, class, ni-record ko to, no? You can balikan nyo. Tingnan nyo na sa YouTube channel ko. Ni-record ko tong ating discussion. That is 4 and 3. Okay? So, nakuha na natin lahat ng ating mga vertex. Yan. So, mayroon tayong 5 vertex. Ang gagawin natin is i-substitute natin yan dun sa ating max objective function para makuha natin yung sagot. So, we have 3, x sub 1 is 0, plus 5 and 0. Therefore, wala tayong ano dyan. Hindi natin magiging sagot yan. Automatic, wala na yan. No? And then, yung sa, naman, sa third, yung 4 and 0, P, 3 is times 4, plus 5 times 0. This is 12. No? 12. This is 12 or $12,000. 12 siya. And then multiply mo siya, gawin mo siyang in thousands na, magiging 12,000 na. So ibabalik mo yung tatlong 00 do sa dulo na, ho? No? Okay. P, we have 3 times 0 plus 5 times 6. This is 30, no? This is 0, this is 30. So, 30,000. Babalik nyo na yung tatlong 0 sa dulo, ha? Yan. Magiging 30,000. And then, yung sa 2 and 6, we have 3 times 2 plus 5 times 6. Anong sagot nito? 36,000. This is 36,000, no? 36 or 36,000 na siya. And then lastly, P, 3 times 4 plus 5 times 3. Ano sagot niya?
27.
27 or 27,000. Okay. Next step, alamin mo kung ano dito sa mga values na to ang maximum. Ibig sabihin yung pinakamataas na value. So, ang pinakamataas na value natin sa lahat ng is ito, di ba? Is 36,000. At vertex 2 and 6. Yan. So, number 5, which is the decision making na yan, i-state nyo dito in a word, no, a worded path. So i-state nyo siya in a sentence. Windor Glass Company should produce 2 batches, no? Kasi it is in batches per week. No, saan galing yung 2? Ito, no? 2 batches per week of product 1, no? Product 1. So product 1 ipoproduce natin is 2 batches per week. And then 6 batches per week of product 2. No? Saan galing yung 6? Ito, no? Yung exab 2 na nakuha natin. Product 2. To result a total maximum profit of dollars pala yan. $36,000. Okay? Yun yung ano natin, from step 1 to 5. Pero, class, no, this is only the initial optimal solution. No, class, ibig sabihin, pwede pang mag-iba yung ating data. No? Pero, since ano lang tayo muna, basic lang muna tayo, I will just leave hanggang ano lang muna tayo, step 5. Kasi alam nyo, kaya ako nasabing initial optimal solution to kasi mayroon pa tayong process na dadaanan like yung post optimality and sensitivity analysis. No? So, yun ang next step nito. Pero since ano lang tayo muna, basics lang tayo, diyan hanggang step 5 muna tayo, class. No? Kasi usually tinatalakay ito sa graduate school yung mga much deeper na mga lessons. Okay, so ganyan na muna tayo. Is anything is this clear? No, maano ba, malinaw ba? O bigyan ko pa kayo ng isa pang example. Isa pang example, class. Para dalawa yung example natin. So, dito pa rin tayo. Yan. Ayan. So, babasahin ko, no? Delta Company manufactures 2 products. So, gawa na natin siya ng table. No, yung first step natin is table. First step, table. So, we have X and Y. No, X and Y. So, lagyan natin siya ng line. And then, dito yung sign. And then, RHS. So, we have products X and Y. Each unit of product X contains 2 kilograms of aluminum and 1 kilogram of steel. So, malaman natin yung kung sa constraint part, materials pala. Or material requirements. So, sa mga product pala, meron daw dalawang material requirement, aluminum and steel. So, product X daw contains 2 kilograms of aluminum and 1 kilogram of steel. Product Y contains 14 kg of aluminum and 2 kg or kilograms of steel. Delta has an available supply of 70 kilograms of aluminum and 20 kg or kilograms of steel. Pag sinabing available supply, hanggang dun lang tayo, limit natin. Kaya less than or equal pa rin, no? Okay. So, ganyan. And then, yung max profit, kita natin dito yung max profit dito sa bandang malapit sa dulo. Ito. So, we have yung max P. We have 20 sa X and 50 sa Y. So, yan yun. No? Ayusin ko lang class yung ano, baka ano kaya. Parang hindi kayo malito. Okay? So, ganyan. And then, di ba ang next ano natin gagawin natin is the LP model. Na model. LP model. So, we have max P is 20X plus 50Y subject to 2X plus 14Y less than or equal to 70. And then X plus 2Y less than or equal to 20. Both X and Y should be greater than or equal to 0. And then third step, di ba class? Yung third step is yung graphical method. So we graph. So graph tayo. So pag nag-graph tayo, wag nyo na isama yung second, third, fourth quadrant. Ganyan na lang. Since ang condition natin is X and Y should be greater than or equal to 0. So ganyan na lang tayo. So, meron daw tayo ditong ilagay ko na rito, no? We have 5 and 10. So kung in ano no, in 5s yung ating ano, pwede niyo gawin na ganyan. No? So in 5s kasi yung ating given, kaya this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, then 35. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay, and then this is 5 and 10. So i-graph natin siya, no? This is equation 1, equation 2. So dalawang line lang daw 'yan. Dalawang line. So ito, no, ito, if x is 0, y is 5. Pag y naman is 0, this x is 35. So equation 1, ha. So y daw 5 tapos 35. So yung unang constraint natin, ganyan yung kanyang line. Yan. So yung second constraint, if x is 0, y is 10. If y is 0, x is 20. So y 10 and 20. Yan. So yung shading nung ito, ang shading nito, pababa. Ganun din yung isa. No? Yung first equation pala natin ito, no? So, yung shading ng first equation, pag ganyan, pababa din. Kasi less than or equal Tapos yung blue natin, class, yung second equation blue ito. Yun. Yung ginawa kong una. Nagkabaliktad lang naman ako. So, mabivisualize nyo na kung saan yung area na nagkaroon ng common shading. Including 0 na nasama yung 0. Pero class, take note, hindi lahat ng senaryo kasama yung 0, ha? Hindi lahat ng pagkakataon na kasama yung 0. Pero dito kasi nagkataon na nasama yung 0. So, itong vertex na to, and then ito. So, meron tayong 4 na vertex, class. 4 na vertex. 4 na kanto. By the way, class, ang tawag sa ginawa natin is the corner point feasible solution method. So, bakit corner point feasible solution method? Kasi puro corner points or the vertex niya ang kinukuha natin. Puro corner, puro kanto. Okay? So, ano-ano ba yung mga kanto na yan? Yun yung step number 4. So, punta tayo sa kabilang page. Step number 4, sabi nga natin dito, vertices. And we have profit max. No? And then yung vertices natin is x and y. And yung profit natin is p. Yung objective function, p is equals to 20x plus 50y. Okay. Ano yung unang vertex? So, kung may 0, 0 ka, unahin mo na yon. Ano yung susunod? Ito, no? 20 and 0. 20 and 0. So, 20 and 0. This is 0, 0. This is 20 and 0. Ano naman ito? Nasa taas. We have
0 and 5.
Yun. Very good. 0 and 5. 0 and 5. Tapos yung huli, yung pinakakanto. Kung di natin alam yung pinakakanto na yan, pwede nating alamin kung ano yung mga line na kung saan nagkaroon ng intersection. So, ito yun. Itong dalawang line pa rin kasi dalawa lang naman yung constraint natin. So, to better know what is the vertex, ganun din ang ginawa natin. Usually na ginagawa natin, di ba? So, siguro gamitin natin yung elimination method. So, yung second equation, i-multiply natin ng -2. Elimination by subtraction. So, magiging 2x plus 14y is equals to 70. Yung second equation, magiging negative 2x plus negative 4y minus negative 40. So, subtraction natin, eliminate yung x, matitira y. 14 minus 4, 10y. 70 minus 40, 30. Therefore, y is equals to 3. So, yung y is equals to 3, substitute mo lang sa equation number 1, magiging 2x plus 14 times 3 is equals to 70, di ba? Kung kukumputin mo yan, magiging, kasi kapos na tayo dito, that is x is equals to 14. No? Bali, ito pala is 14, 3. Okay, so balik tayo dun sa step 4. So, yung final vertex natin is 14, 3. Yun, so substitute na natin. Diba? And get the maximum. So, since wala na 0, 0 yan, wala kang makukuha kita. So, wag mo nang wag mo nang gamitin yung 0, 0 yan kasi wala nang kita yan eh. 0 yung kita. 0 dollars yan. No? Ayusin lang natin. That is $0. So, wala na yan. Wala na. So, yung sa 20 and 20 times 20 plus 50 times 20. This is $400. Dito naman, 20 times 0 plus 50 times 5. This is $250. And lastly, P, this is 20 times 14 plus 50 times 3 is equals to, this is $430. Therefore, class, kung maximization tayo, yung pinakamalaking value, $430. So, therefore, ito yung sagot natin. Bilugan nyo siya. Or lagyan nyo siya ng check. Diba? And last, yung last natin, yung step number 5. So, yung decision making, Delta Company. So, ilagay nyo siya, buo Delta Company should produce 14, no? Ito yung galing yung 14, units of product X and 3 units, ito yun, no? 3 of product Y to result a maximum total profit of $430, which is the initial optimal solution. Okay, class? That's it. No? Yung dalawa nating example.